What is going down? We are back at the workshop trying to get into the swing of things. The BM is there because the Volvo is here. So I do have loads of forged stuff. I've still not taken any photos and posted them on the social media, but I do have it, I'm not lying. But I want to use my car this year. If I go forged, I'm not going to be able to use it this year because by the time I send the block away, get it machined, build it, standalone ECU, make a loom, new box, it's going to be like September. And I'm not skidding a 400 odd brake car in the rain, and I don't really want to take it out in salty weather when driftland starts salting the track when it goes icy. So, that engine in the hole, standard engine back in, run it at a more sensible boost level. I may very well get better chips made for it, but it really just depends on time. I'm planning to go out on this next Sunday. So, made a start chopping all the loom open to see how she handled the flames. She handled the flames well. So, I can't see any damage on it, to be honest. There's some other damage, obviously, bits of hose and cooked stuff, but that's alright, they're easily replaceable. Just going to tape this loom back up and start working away. I tell you, it's to move that spare engine in the workshop, it's heavy like, and it's like an absolute graft. You don't realise how heavy engines are until you're picking them up with two people and moving them in. It's brutal, brutal. So the old block's been robbed of all its bits of usefulness, all the stuff that I need for doing the conversion. The new block had oil in it. Rule number one of second-hand engines, make sure there's not any oil in them, or you'll take the turbo off and then you'll know that there's oil in them. So I've got a bed sheet and a towel, which is working well. And if my dad doesn't notice when he comes down later, when he watches this video, I've also taken some of his blue roll. Thanks, Dad, appreciate it. In, lad. God, it feels like we're in that fucking 6-pot diesel gang. We're just fitting the engines for the crap. Yep. Beautiful. Maybe put that sun first. Engine in, it's howling, but it's been sitting outside and it's covered in oil, and it's the Volvo. I'm going to get my tow car and we'll pull it round and jet wash the engine bay and stuff. Making good progress. Let's see if this starts, because it was a bit weak earlier. Come on, come on, come on, please. Come on. Nope. Ah, gutted. Jump leads. Tow car number 2. Take the handbrake off. This will be the first time the Volvo's moved under its own steam and no steam, because actually there's no steam. Just straight towing. Oh, it's so warm. Maybe put the AC on. Oh. But you know, look, it's outside. We get to wash it and it'll be cool, and it looks so cool out in the sun with all the flake. It makes me miss it almost. If only it would do more than half a lap without braking. But hopefully this time around we'll just keep it on the reasonable boost, go over a few things again, and yeah, it works, which would be really nice. About to clean off a multitude of nastiness. Stuff's actually pulling the oil off already, which is quite impressive. I don't think it's going to do much to the engine bay, but we can certainly try. Engine back out, bay jet washed. It's not that clean. The engine's kind of clean, it's just old and engine-y. I put some, take the sumps off, swap them, build the engine up a wee bit, put it back in and start plugging stuff back up and see what I'm missing. I have had to buy another set of injectors because I was missing, well, I sold my Astra VXR injectors because I was obviously going to forge the engine, but I'm now not doing that just now, so I've bought another set. I think that's about the only bit I'm missing, and a new catch can because mine's was a bit abused, and some new hoses and bits and pieces. Shouldn't take too long. It's warm though, really warm. So I was going to take the catch can off of this engine, but Short Shift Andy made the point that I've seen a lot of flames. What do we reckon it looks like inside? Probably not great. The one that's on that isn't great either, but probably better than a lot of people's. So, don't know. Guess we'll have to wait and see. But I need to bring my gasket set down that I forgot to. That I forgot to grab. So we've just got this on the engine stand. And I'll need to swap the head and stuff over as well because my head's got the V-cam in it and all that jazz, you know. Yeah, but making progress. Another day, another Volvo, progressing on. The V-cam's been swapped over. All the valve clearances were in spec. Torqued to 20 Newton meters with a torque bar. Gonna swap the timing belt over from the old engine because it was brand new. Swapping the water pump and all that jazz over. Should get this in later on today. And then plug her up and keep working away. Another, you might not be able to see it, but if you tap a thread in the block, you can get one of these and screw it straight in. Then you get a really nice tight fitting oil drain that's huge, that doesn't leak, and you have no issues. Buy yourself a couple of big taps from the eBay. So the engine is complete. I also changed the red tape to black. I couldn't find any black, it wasn't that wanted red, but now we've got all the stuff back on, it's been cleaned and happy. Black tape, not red. Engine back in. Most of the stuff's bolted back on, manifold and all that jazz. Get the wiring loom plugged up soon, but I'm going to stick it in there and put the box and all that on, get all the heavy lifting done, and then just set about it. Might even have a running car by the end of the week. So I don't know if I updated this. It's another day, another couple of days actually. I've got the box and all that back in, but I need to take it back out again because when I was putting the clutch and flywheel on the engine on the floor, I didn't tighten the clutch pressure plate bolts fully because I was like, I'll just get that when it's in the car, it'll save me doing it while it's on a swinging engine crane. I didn't, so I have to take it back out again. But yeah, I'm waiting on injectors still as well because I sold my Astra ones. I thought I was going to do my forged engine, but obviously I haven't. I've just put a standard one in. I sold my injectors because I thought I wasn't going to need them, but I do. So I've just had to buy another set, which is fine. They should turn up tomorrow. Obviously cut my fuel rail in half to check the inside of it when we were finding out why the engine popped. Yeah, so I don't have a fuel rail, so I've just bought another engine to replace this engine. It's like cans of brake cleaner down here. As soon as you finish one, you get another one to replace it, or you always have a backup. I don't really want to strip the silver car down and take an engine out it for building because I'd rather keep it as a whole car. So yeah, another replacement engine for this one. I don't know what year it is. It's out of 940, so it'll probably be a skinny rod, but it's getting built anyway, so it shouldn't really matter, to be honest. Let's take the box back out again. Sad face. 85% battery. Let's go. Yep. That'll do. Got the box back in. I had to graft it in myself. Close the screen. I had to graft it in myself. Oh, heavy. But I did happen to notice this when I was taking the prop off. How do we reckon that's bent? I'll need to brace it. I did brace the top one. The top one's been braced already. But yeah, bit of a strange one, to be honest. Better get the 3mm plate out. Eye box back in. I need to do the oil cooler lines as well, actually. Wee fellies, join them back together. I also need to order some 8mm hose. And just put a couple other bits back on, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Well, I figured it was easier to cut a bracket off the old axle than it was to make a new one. So I'm just going to clean up both sides of this, clean up this a wee bit, probably cut that out a wee touch so I can just weld around the middle, because this is the same size hole as the other one. I might cut the plate down a wee bit so I can actually weld down each side, because it's the same size and I'll end up welding down the end, so yeah. Cool, so one very welded plate. The top's a bit shit. I should have really cleaned the tube, but I wasn't really thinking about it. In the middle wasn't cut amazing, but you know, you work with what you've got. I'm happy with that. It should be stronger than what it was, and once I hit it with a grinder, it'll look like I've not been at it with a MIG. So I'm going to crack on with that now. All ground up. Now you wouldn't been able to tell, eh? Looks alright. I'm happy with that. Just need to paint it silver, which I'm going to do now. Yeah, and then I don't know. Waiting my injectors turning up. Hopefully, I do need to put the prop back on and a couple other bits, but yeah, hopefully my injectors, I'm going to grab them tomorrow. I'm getting an engine delivered tomorrow for the rail. Yeah, this video will continue on. Back again, different day, still sunny. It was raining the other day, but it's still sunny now. Got the rest of the green machine stripped. I have it ratchet strapped to my ramp because it wanted to fall off. Got a spare engine for the fuel rail. So, I've just taken that off just now. I only had 3 clips. I'm hoping I've got another one. Probably don't, because I'm sure I gave them away. I do, thank God. Yeah, we're working outside. My farmer wasn't in, so I can't get him to move all this stuff out the way. But yeah, get the fuel rail on. I've got some 8mm fuel hose. Get a fuel hose back on it. Fuel hose, fuel line back on. Throttle cable, oil, water. I actually need 2 of the, might be able to make them just work. I need the 2 hoses that go onto the heater matrix, or I might just loop them round on themselves for now and just not bother running them for just now. But yeah, let's get this fuel rail on. Well, it's all back together. What's the predictions that it won't start? I'm not actually sure if it will, because it had the issue with the fuel pump. So I don't know if that, sorry, go and find the key for it. It had an issue with the fuel pump, and I've not put the relay back in. We've got two relays here. Took this out to try and see what the issue was, but I'm not sure. So I don't know if the pump's going to start working now that the wiring stuff's all back on, or if I'm going to need to bridge it. But okay, I'll need to go and find the key, so I'll get back to you soon. I think my fuel pump's working again, which is nice. We'll see if it starts. What do we think? Should maybe go and have a quick scan first to make sure nothing's leaking. It all looks good. It all looks good. I've not connected one vacuum hose, but we'll see. Oh, it won't even turn over. Weird. Maybe we've not plugged something in. Why wouldn't it not turn over at all? Starter motor's on. That plug doesn't matter. Positive's on. Everything here's plugged in. Strange. That's on. That's on. I'll try it again, but a bit weird. Very weird. No. So I had a spade on the wrong side of the starter, and I did just double check off camera that it will actually turn over, so as not to bore you. It's turning over slow. Oof, she's got a mess like. Really bad mess. Maybe need to double check the HT leads. Really bad mess. Oh! Double check the HT leads. Oh, stinking of fuel. HT leads the wrong way. Simple fix. Will it go this time? No, because I've not put the jump pack, booster pack, the big bad booster pack back on. Oh, I didn't want to get smashed by HT leads. Cool. Attempt number 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Oh. Ooh, she wants to live. Still got a brutal miss though. Rough. Still got a brutal miss. Wonder if I've forgotten something else. I don't know, like, I think I've got everything correct. But she's definitely not happy if we sort this vacuum leak, but I don't think that's going to fix it. I think I'm just clutching at straws. Right, I'll have a wee look over this and get back to you. Well, it runs noisily on the downpipe. It's got oil in it, it's got water in it, it's got power steering fluid in it. The battery doesn't hold a great charge, but you know, let's see if we can drive it, I guess. On boost straight away. It's getting rather warm. Make sure I put my bonnet pins down. I tell you, the crack in my windscreen's getting a lot bigger. Be able to enjoy that in the videos. Oh, I forgot about this clutch and how brutally stiff it was. Tell you, it was really spluttery, but I don't know if it was just having a wee learn to itself. Thinking if I've left anything loose on this. Too late now. Well, it works, I think. Yep, it works. Another day. I've kind of lost track, to be honest, of what I've said and not said, but yeah, we can just quickly run through it, I guess. The exhaust's back on, all tightened up, stuff like that. Obviously, I'd showed you this bracket, I think, but that's all painted and bolted back on, obviously, because we've been driving it. I did put a oil conditioner, like a engine flush in it last night. But I've not got any 1060 to put back in it, so I don't really want to keep driving it either, because it's got that oil stuff in it and you're only supposed to leave it running. You're not supposed to drive it, but you know, it's been roasting hot, so probably just dump the oil out of this now. I did notice that my offside front brake is sticking on, so I'm gonna have a wee look at that just now. And also, I can't figure out why the ride height on the offside is slightly higher than the near side when both the coilovers are set to the same height. It's weird. I'm sure there was a knock from the back end, but once again, I can't really do much with that just now, because I really need to take it a drive and have a listen to it now that everything's on properly, the exhaust and stuff, and it's not just a really noisy mess. Yeah, we'll get a look at the brake just now, see what we can do with that. Managed to rob a caliper off of the white car, as the red one was very seized. The white one's only slightly seized, so we're getting better. The green car's officially gone. Getting more space back here gives me the urge to want to buy something. Nah, this is the next one to get stripped. Diesel 940. If you need anything off a diesel 940, send me a message. My Instagram will be there, or my Facebook or whatever. Gearbox and all the associated gearbox parts are gone because it's a manual. Roof bars are provisionally sold. Fuel pumps provisionally sold. Axle I'll be keeping. Front calipers I'll be keeping. There's not a crazy amount left, to be honest. I'm going to keep the doors, the bumpers and that just as a spares, just in cases. So aye. And then this one owner from new 940. Don't know what I'm going to do with that, to be honest. It's pretty clean, but I've not really got a use for it. Not just now. And then the new missile, which I'm going to try not to wreck. Oh, we're already yawning thinking about how boring that's going to be. So going to try and get back into some more regular uploads again. I've just been mad busy over the past wee while building that car and having the plague and but nah, she's all done more or less. It needs an oil change, but I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm just going to call it now. Enjoy the video and I'll see you on the next one.